You're at a restaurant. A steak lands in front of you, hot, seared, completely ordinary. Then the server says, "That's lion." Same plate, same smell, same meat. But your appetite probably changes before the fork even moves. And here's what makes that reaction harder to explain. Humans have eaten carnivores in different places and at different points in history, so being a predator doesn't automatically make an animal inedible. So why did deer, cattle, and other prey animals become normal food, while lions, wolves, and other predators mostly stayed off the menu? The answer starts long before cooking. Ancient humans didn't see steaks, they saw living animals, and every animal came with a hidden price. Start with the easiest answer. Maybe predators aren't even edible, but that explanation falls apart pretty quickly. Humans have eaten bears, sharks, alligators, and other predatory animals in different places and at different points in history. Predator describes an ecological role. It isn't a universal poison label. And that matters because a lion can contain perfectly usable meat and still be a terrible choice for an ordinary dinner. Rare is not the same as inedible. Now, walk backward from the steak. Before there was a plate, there was an animal. Before anyone could cook it, someone had to find it, get close to it, chase it, kill it, handle it, and sometimes fail. That changes the question. Imagine every meal arriving with a hidden receipt. Search, chase, failure, injury, handling, time. Modern food hides that receipt. Ancient foragers had to pay it. Human behavioral ecology looks at how people make choices under limits like time, effort, risk, and uncertainty. Optimal foraging theory gives us a useful way to think about prey choice. Food isn't valuable just because it contains calories. What matters is the return compared with the cost. Anthropologist Eric Alden Smith helped apply this kind of reasoning to human foraging. In plain English, an animal can contain a lot of meat and still be a bad deal. Imagine two animals with similar amounts of usable meat. One is easier to find, easier to approach, and more predictable to bring home. The other takes longer to find, is riskier to confront, and gives you a much greater chance of coming back empty-handed. The second animal can still be food. It may just be a much worse food strategy. A predator might be hard to find, dangerous to approach, capable of fighting back, or especially costly when a hunt fails. But danger by itself isn't the answer either. Humans have hunted boar, buffalo, and plenty of other prey that can seriously injure or kill them. So the real question isn't, can this animal hurt me? It's, was the return worth the total cost? That distinction keeps the mystery open. One person hears lion meat and pictures teeth before dinner. Another thinks, why fight that when easier food is available? A third thinks, I wouldn't trust meat from an unfamiliar wild carnivore. Threat, return, uncertainty. Most of us probably use more than one at the same time, and some of that caution is completely legitimate. Raw or undercooked bear meat can transmit trichinella. Some large predatory fish can accumulate concerning levels of mercury, but specific risks don't make every predator poisonous, and they don't explain the whole pattern. Dangerous to hunt is not the same as dangerous to eat. Now, walk into a supermarket. Beef is sitting there, chilled, cut, labeled, inspected, and completely separated from the living cow. The hardest part of your decision might be choosing between two packages. Take away the store, and the old problem comes back. You don't see a steak anymore. You see distance, terrain, animal behavior, failure, injury, work. You see the decision before the dinner. That's what the modern plate erases. And once those old choices get repeated for long enough, the result can outlive the original reason. We rarely chose this slowly turns into, this just isn't food. Familiar starts to feel natural. So why did prey become ordinary food while predators mostly didn't? Not because predators contained some forbidden kind of meat. In many environments, prey simply offered a better balance of food, effort, danger, and uncertainty. Edible is not the same as worth hunting. Humans don't just inherit recipes. We inherit old decisions about which animals were worth the trouble. If there's one animal that still feels almost impossible for you to call food, write only its name.